Thanks, Ryan. Tough conditions remain for many snowmobile clubs across the region, but one northern Minnesota lodge has taken the opportunity of less snow to make an ice skating trail. All that and more as we take you across the Northland, trail by trail. We start in Solon Springs, Wisconsin with a report from the Jack Pine Riders. The nonprofit club is made up of volunteers and they groom 67 miles of winter trails and 22.6 miles of summer trails. One of the major trails they maintain is the Wild Rivers Trail from Bennett Road down to the Douglas and Washburn County line. Their trails are currently not ready for snowmobiling as there's just not enough snow. However, portions of trails 7, 5, and 41N are open for winter ATVing and UTVing. They are cautioning riders to check in with other clubs about their open trails before you head out. Next, we head to Silver Bay with a report from the Silver Trail Riders. As of Tuesday, the grooming season was underway, but with some reservations. There's a lot of snow in some places, but not so much in others. The closer you are to Lake Superior, they say the less snow there is. The snow depth on most trails is only 4 to 6 inches, and they say while most trails are listed as good condition, there's a number of variables, including the number of people out riding and exposed rock and ground. Next, we head to Grand Marais, where the Cook County Ridge Riders are beginning their annual snowmobile snow drag races tomorrow. Proceeds from the events will help the club groom and maintain nearly 400 miles of trails. Early bird registration begins tonight and continues tomorrow morning from 9:30 to 10:30. Races start at 11 with more than 10 different classes. The races will be out on Devil Track Lake. Spectators are welcome. The club and host restaurant Skyport Lodge and Raven Rock Grill are excited to see people out during this mild winter. And we wrap up on the Flint Trail for a unique trail experience. This is video from Hungry Jack Lake, where the crew at Hungry Jack Lodge has been maintaining an 8-mile ice skating trail. All are welcome to come and try it out. The Loggers Lounge is open daily at 11 for lunch and dinner, and they also have 24-hour gas service, as well as cabin and snowmobile rentals. They are sure making the most out of our dry winter. And as always, if you or someone you know is part of a local trail club or alliance, send us a report to trailbytrail@northernnewsnow.com, and it might be featured as we take you around the Northland trail by trail.